Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Man. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, share this with your friends on social media, and of course, subscribe. We got a lot to talk about today, including the number one running back in the 2026 class, having Michigan at the number one spot for him, plus former the other state commit visiting Michigan in the 2025 class, and some transfer portal updates, and of course updates for Michigan's bowl practice week. All that. I'm upset. Of course, no disrespect, respectfully, but disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans, poor little bro, man. And I'm gonna tell him where I'm at. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, the other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. First things first, let's talk about a former commit for Ohio State in the 2025 class. Edge rusher Zahir Mathis. Mathis is a 6'6", 225-pounder out of Imhotep Institute in Philadelphia. Of course, he decommitted from Ohio State, reopening his recruitment. He has currently scheduled 3 official visits to Florida State, UCLA, and Michigan. He will be visiting Michigan last, which is a good thing for Michigan. He's visiting Florida State first, followed by a trip to the West Coast to check out UCLA, and then ending things with Michigan. That said, he did say he's keeping his recruitment open to other schools as well, schools like Penn State and even the other states still trying to land him for their respective universities. This would obviously be, without having to say so, a massive get for Michigan. Number one, this is an elite talent, Mr. Mathis, and number two, obviously stealing him from the other state in the 2025 class would be massive. It would also greatly improve already impressive 2025 class for the Wolverines, with people like Ty Haywood still out there, potential additions to this 2025 class. If they could add both Mathis and Haywood in this class, that would surely bump Michigan's recruiting class into the top 5 without a doubt. We'll keep you posted on this as more information becomes available. But right now, Zahir Mathis, former Ohio State commit, is planning to visit the Wolverines. That date, by the way, that he plans to visit the Wolverines before making a final decision in February is January 27th through the 29th. He will be in A2 visiting the Wolverines. He had an earlier date scheduled that he had to reschedule, do some shuffling around in his schedule to be able to visit Michigan. But again, Michigan going to get the last crack at it in terms of the official visits. We'll keep you posted on how that goes and where Michigan stands afterwards. We move on. Michigan also received some positive news on the current roster as center offensive lineman Greg Crippen announced that he will be returning to the Wolverines next season, along with linebacker Ernest Hausman. Both of those guys announcing a couple days ago. Of course, I haven't been able to speak with you guys in a while, so just wanted to update you on that. Both of those gentlemen will be returning to the Wolverines next season, hoping to obviously turn this thing around from the 7-5 season that they had this year. But Ernest Hausman, Greg Crippen, both to return to the Wolverines in 2025. In addition to those guys returning, Michigan recruiting is off to a quick start. The 2026 number one running back in the class, Savion Hitter, has Michigan in the number one spot for him currently as his recruitment takes on another stage here as he becomes a senior in high school this year. He says Georgia, Michigan, the other state, and Tennessee are all, quote, pretty up there for him. He went on to say that definitely Michigan was a great visit. They treated me like it's home. Coach Alford, he's a great coach. He knows how to coach them right. He has a great relationship with all his running backs. He knows how to coach them up. Savion Hitter, an absolute dog in his own right, coming out of Mineral, Virginia, Louisa County High School. He also went on to say, quote, it's just a school that's built great running backs out there, and I could be one of those too. They are running back you. I really like what they're doing. So, Savion Hitter, Mineral, Virginia, 5-star running back, the number one running back in the class of 2026, already speaking very highly of Michigan and currently has Michigan in the pole position to land him and his services in the 2026 class. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Greg Crippen coming back, about Ernest Hausman coming back, about other guys returning and leaving, and what you think about Savion Hitter having Michigan in the number one spot. Now let's talk about some exciting stuff. Bryce Underwood and the rest of the early enrollees for Michigan's 2025 class on tap in Tampa for the bowl week matchup against Alabama in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Of course, the guys are able to practice with the team this week, and Bryce Underwood looks like he's Timothy. He's absolutely massive. He's bigger than everybody. He throws a better ball than everybody. Pause. He is the future of Michigan football, and he looks good making these throws. I can't, for one, wait for this guy to get on the field. That said, last year's 5-star quarterback, Jaden Davis, who had been anticipated, it had been rumblings of him possibly entering the recruiting portal once Bryce Underwood was committed to the Wolverines. However, Jaden Davis is not. He doesn't feel that way. He wants to compete. He said he's never been afraid of competition. I like that personally. I certainly would second that, and he looks like he will be sticking around for the Wolverines for the foreseeable future. So shout out to Jaden Davis. That said, let me know in the comment section what you would do. Would you stick it out if you were Jaden Davis and they brought in a hot shot freshman, or would you be looking to bounce, possibly get a bigger bag, whatever it may be, in another place and state? Talk to me in the comment section. Be sure to check us out tonight for our live ReliaQuest Bowl kind of extravaganza, M&M Mondays. We're gonna be talking CFP and the ReliaQuest Bowl. We're gonna have guests on, including Nick Saban Jr. From his Alabama channel to talk about the ReliaQuest Bowl. We'll also have some members or some fans of teams in the college football playoff still. We'll talk to them and give them a chance as well. Until next time, though, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. Now, ladies, we're about to go to the roof.
All right, now I'm gonna calm down, son. I just don't get that all that Maize and that lock, and all that. I just don't get it, son,
Okay,
for real.
just calm
And how the